Look at you, sitting there, drowning in your despair, thinking God has abandoned you in this circus we call life. But oh, let me tell you a secret, a dark, beautiful truth that's been hiding in plain sight. You see, when God delays something, it's not denial, it's divine preparation, a masterpiece in the making. And you're the canvas He's chosen to paint His greatest work yet. You think you understand pain, don't you? Think you've tasted the bitter end of God's silence. But what if, just what if, this silence is the loudest answer you've ever received? You see, in this grand scheme, this cosmic dance of destiny, God isn't ignoring your prayers. He's orchestrating your triumph. And every second of delay, every moment of waiting, is another brushstroke in your masterpiece of redemption. They told you to give up, didn't they? Whispered in your ear that God had forgotten you, left you to rot in this cesspool of despair. But here's the thing about divine timing. It doesn't operate on their schedule, their limited understanding of success. No, it operates in the shadows, in the quiet moments when you think all hope is lost. That's when God is working His most intricate designs. Think of a diamond formed under crushing pressure, hidden in absolute darkness for years, decades, centuries even. Does the diamond question its worth while it's being formed? Does it cry out in agony, asking why it must endure such torment? No, it simply becomes, transforms, transcends. And you're in your formation phase. Every rejection, every setback, every unanswered prayer is pressure, creating something magnificent. The world sees your waiting as weakness, your patience as defeat, but they don't understand the language of divine delay. You see, when God makes you wait, He's not punishing you. He's protecting you from accepting less than what He has prepared. Imagine rushing a chef while he prepares a feast, demanding half-cooked meals because your hunger can't wait. That's what you do when you rush God's timing. You settle for crumbs when He's preparing a banquet. Your tears, your struggles, your moments of doubt, they're not going unnoticed. Every sleepless night, every silent scream, every question that burns in your throat, it's all being woven into the fabric of your testimony. You think you're in a waiting room, but you're really in a warfare room, where God is strategically positioning every piece of your future. The enemy wanted to break you, wanted to see you crumble under the weight of waiting. But what they don't realize is that God uses the weight to build your spiritual muscles, to strengthen your faith beyond human understanding. Every day you endure is another rep in the divine gym, building strength you don't even know you'll need for battles you can't even see coming. You see, there's a difference between God's denial and God's delay. Denial is a dead end, but delay is a detour leading to something greater than your mind can comprehend. It's like a master composer writing a symphony. Every note must be perfectly placed, every pause strategically positioned, and you're his greatest composition yet, being written in the ink of time and tears. People around you are getting their answers, receiving their blessings, moving forward, while you seem stuck in this eternal waiting room of divine timing. But here's what they don't see, what they can't comprehend. Your delay is not a denial. It's a divine setup for a comeback that will shake the foundations of their understanding. When God makes you wait, He's not withholding blessings. He's withholding you from settling for less than His best. Think of Moses in the wilderness, 40 years of seemingly pointless wandering. But every step was preparation. Every moment of frustration was formation. And when the time came, when God's divine timing aligned, He didn't just cross a sea, He split it wide open. That's the thing about God's delays. They don't just lead you to your blessing. They build you into someone worthy of handling it. The pain of waiting feels like fire in your bones, doesn't it? Burns through your hope like acid through paper. But what if this fire isn't destroying you? What if it's defining you, refining you, preparing you for a level of blessing that would have destroyed the previous version of you? You see, God's delay is actually His protection, protecting you from receiving what you're not yet strong enough to handle. And just when you think you can't take another moment, just when the weight of waiting threatens to crush your spirit, remember this: in God's economy, nothing is wasted, not a tear, not a heartbreak, not a moment of doubt. It's all investment in your future glory, all part of the process that's transforming you from who you are into who you're destined to be. The world only sees the pause, the seemingly endless waiting. But God, He sees the preparation, the positioning, the perfect timing that will make your breakthrough not just a moment of success, but a testament to His faithfulness. You're not just waiting, you're being weaponized against the very forces that thought they could break you. So let them mock your faith. Let them question your sanity as you hold on to hope in the face of delay. Because what they see as denial is actually your divine appointment with destiny being scheduled. And when that appointment comes, when God's timing aligns with your preparation, every mouth that spoke against you will be silenced by the magnitude of your breakthrough. Your breakthrough isn't just about timing, it's about taming. You see, God needs to tame the chaos within you before He can release the blessings awaiting you. Every delay is a lesson in patience, every setback a study in surrender. And while the world rushes forward in their frantic pace, you're being taught the art of divine timing, the mastery of holy waiting. You think you know pain, think you understand suffering, but what you're experiencing isn't punishment, it's preparation. Like a surgeon's knife cutting away the dead weight of your past, removing the infections of impatience that would poison your future blessings. God's delays are His operating room, where He performs miracle after miracle, even when you're too numb to feel it. The enemy wants you to believe that God's silence is His abandonment, that His delay is His disregard for your pain. But oh, how blind they are to the divine architecture of waiting. You see, in the kingdom of heaven, silence isn't the absence of action. It's the foundation of miracles, the quiet forge where destinies are hammered into shape, like the depths of winter before an explosive spring. The darkness before dawn breaks the sky open. God's delays are the moments when He's writing your victory in the ink of adversity. Each second of silence, another word in your redemption story. Look at your reflection in the mirror of divine timing. See how every scar tells a story of survival, every line etched by waiting whispers of wisdom earned. You think you're trapped in time's prison, shackled by unanswered prayers. But what you can't see is that this waiting room is actually God's workshop, where He's forging your spirit in fires of patience, tempering your soul in the waters of adversity. Every moment of delay adds another layer of strength to your spirit, another depth to your character, another dimension to your destiny. You're not just waiting, you're being weaponized against the very forces that thought they could break you. Every setback secretly setting the stage for a comeback that will leave the world wondering how you rose from the ashes of abandonment, wearing a crown of unshakable faith. They see your life as stagnant, static, stuck in the mud of divine delay. But they don't understand the principle of divine fermentation, how the finest wines must sit in darkness, how the strongest steel must endure the hottest fires. You're not stuck. You're being strengthened, not forgotten, but fortified for what's coming next. The world celebrates quick victories, instant success, microwave miracles, but God, He specializes in slow-cooked blessings, marinated in tears, seasoned with suffering, tenderized by time, until what emerges isn't just a blessing, but a feast that will feed generations. Your delay isn't just about you. It's about all the lives that will be touched by your testimony. You see, in this waiting period, this sacred pause, God isn't just preparing your blessing. He's preparing you for your blessing, because some blessings can destroy you if they come too soon, like giving a child a loaded gun or handling raw power with untrained hands. Your delay is your training ground, your preparation period, your divine boot camp. Consider the darkest hour of your despair, when the weight of waiting crushes against your chest like an ocean of doubt, threatening to drown your faith in its depths. But what you perceive as drowning is actually divine alchemy. You see, in God's laboratory of destiny, pressure isn't your enemy. It's the catalyst that transforms ordinary faith into extraordinary power. Every second of delay adds another layer to your spiritual armor. Every moment of waiting sharpens the blade of your purpose until you emerge not just as a survivor, but as a warrior whose very presence strikes fear into the heart of darkness. Your delays aren't denials. They're the forge where God is crafting a weapon so precise, so lethal to the enemy's plans, that every force of hell trembles at the thought of your emergence. The enemy laughs at your tears, mocks your prayers, celebrates your delays, but they don't realize they're just audience members in God's greatest production. Yet, your life, your testimony, your triumph is being choreographed by the master of time himself. And when the curtain finally rises, they'll realize every delay was just part of the dramatic tension. You think God has forgotten the promises He whispered to your heart, the dreams He planted in your soul. But God isn't a man that He should lie, nor a son of man that He should change His mind. His delays are not His denials. They're His designs, being carefully crafted in the workshop of time. Every passing day adds another layer of glory to your coming testimony. Like a master painter working on his masterpiece, God doesn't rush the process, doesn't skip steps, doesn't compromise quality for speed. Every brushstroke must be perfect. Every color must be precise, and you're His canvas, being painted with the colors of delay, the shades of waiting, until what emerges isn't just a blessing, but a masterpiece that will leave them speechless. The pressure feels unbearable, doesn't it? The weight of waiting crushing your spirit, squeezing hope from your heart like water from a stone. But pressure isn't your enemy. It's your ally in this divine delay. Diamonds don't form in comfortable conditions. Greatness isn't born in ease. Your pressure is your promotion in disguise. Your pain is your preparation in progress. They tell you to give up, to settle for less, to accept that maybe God's answer is no, but they don't understand the language of faith, the dialect of divine delay. When God makes you wait, He's not saying no. He's saying grow in faith, Grow in strength, grow in character, until you become someone who can handle the weight of the blessing He's prepared. Your tears aren't falling on deaf ears. Your prayers aren't hitting a brass ceiling. Every cry, every plea, every desperate whisper is being collected, preserved, prepared as part of your testimony. Because when God finally moves, when His divine timing aligns with your preparation, it won't just be a blessing. It will be a breakthrough that testifies to His faithfulness. So stand firm in this delay. Anchor yourself in this divine pause. Because what's coming isn't just worth the wait. It's worth every tear, every doubt, every moment of uncertainty. God's delays are His way of protecting you from premature promotion, preventing you from entering doors before you're ready to handle what's behind them. Let them mock your faith. Let them question your sanity. Let them celebrate what they perceive as your stagnation. Because while they're watching what they think is your failure, God is orchestrating your finest hour, and when His timing finally manifests, when His delays give birth to your destiny, they'll understand that what they called denial was actually divine design all along. Your blessing isn't lost, it isn't forgotten, it isn't denied. It's simply being prepared, perfected, positioned for the precise moment when you're ready to receive it, when you've been strengthened enough to sustain it, developed enough to manage it, matured enough to multiply it. Because in God's kingdom, delay isn't denial, it's development. And your development is right on schedule.